Well, g'day, Andrew here again. So you've heard from God. He said, I want you to awaken Jakarta. Or he said, I want you to be a part of awakening Darwin. Or I want you to be a part of awakening the Adelaide Hills. Or maybe it's Gippsland, or maybe it's Beijing, or maybe it's, I don't know where it is, but God has spoken to you. So you've heard from God, and now you want to do this. It's very simple, very practical. You want to come up with a name. So step number 2 is just get a name. Get a name. Why? Because when you define something, you define the geography or you define the heart behind what you're doing. It helps people identify with it. If I were to say to you right now, kebab, that's going to evoke some sort of buy-in or pull back. You either like kebabs or you don't, and off that one word, there's going to be a lean in or a pull back. If I were to say to you, awaken Victoria, Australia. If you've got a heart for Victoria, Australia, right now you've just jumped in, you've lent in. If you haven't, you haven't. So you want your friends, you want the people in your area to know what is it that you're going after. And so what's the geographic area? You don't have to call it Awaken. Let me be super clear. This is not my brand at all. This is not a name that we're precious about. You might want to call it Reviving Wales. You might want to call it Reviving Saigon. I don't care what you call it. You might want to call it Firing Up Frankston. Call it whatever you want. But I encourage you, grab a name that is both geographic and shows the intent of what you want to do so that people can buy in to what's on your heart.